Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Gaytree Killings. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. How many of you are in a long-distance relationship? And how many of you miss kissing your sweetheart? Well, now you don't have to. A new device made in China allows you to transmit your kiss to your partner through the internet. The creators say it is a way couples can share real physical intimacy. Here's how it works. The device has pressure sensors and moving parts on it with a silicone mold of a person's lips. And it can transmit the sound a person makes while kissing. The user downloads a mobile phone app to pair with their partners. Once on a phone call, the virtual kisses can be exchanged. The device has caused a wide range of reactions on social media, from intrigue to shock to vulgar and creepy. The device costs 288 yuan in China. That's about 41 American dollars. The device is being sold on the Chinese online platform Taobao. Interesting. What are your thoughts on the kissing device? What do you think? Have you ever seen a dog riding in a car with its head sticking out of the window? They look so happy, right? Well, that might soon become illegal in Florida. An animal welfare bill is making its way through the state's Senate. The bill would ban owners from letting dogs put their heads out of the windows of moving vehicles, and ban dogs from sitting in their owners' laps while driving. Experts say if a window is open enough for a dog to stick its head out, they could eventually jump out. And it also allows for dogs to get foreign objects in their eyes. Another aspect of the bill would make it illegal to declaw cats, and it limits the time that animals can be tethered outside. The measure would also create a registry of animal abusers. It was another weekend of wacky weather across the U.S. In Frazier Park, California, a woman posted this video. She has been stuck in her home for 3 days because of a severe snowstorm. But then, just a few miles away, in Studio City, California, residents posted video of raging water flowing through the LA River because of flooding. In Lubbock, Texas, drivers could barely see the road because of powerful dust storms. The storms were packing winds of about 114 miles per hour. And powerful thunderstorms and possibly tornadoes swept through parts of Kansas on Sunday. At least one person was hurt from flying glass. The storm left about a dozen families homeless. The National Weather Service issued tornado warnings for parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, and the Texas Panhandle. One of our Sign1News viewers, Lisa Square, lives in North Little Rock, Arkansas, and she says it has been raining and cold all weekend. Flu season is just about over. But the U.S. has seen more than 235,000 new COVID cases this week. If you test negative for COVID but still feel sick, how do you know if you have a flu? It's extremely difficult. But that's about to change. The Food and Drug Administration has approved an at-home test that can check for both COVID-19 and the flu. The test is 99% accurate at detecting a negative result for influenza A and 90% accurate for a positive result. It's considered 100% accurate for detecting a negative COVID-19 result and 88% accurate for a positive result. The test's accuracy for detecting influenza B is not yet known. Actor Will Smith has won his first award since last year's infamous Oscar slap. Smith took home the trophy for his role in Emancipation at the 54th annual NAACP Image Awards on Saturday. Smith was not present to accept the honor in person. He also produced the movie. It is a historic drama which was inspired by a 1863 photograph of a formerly enslaved man with scarring on his back that illustrated the brutality of slavery. Emancipation debuted on Apple TV Plus in October. Smith's win comes almost a year after the 2022 Oscars, where he slapped Chris Rock for making an insensitive joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Smith has been banned from all Academy-sponsored events for the next decade. The debut of the movie Cocaine Bear surprised many movie industry experts this weekend. It was expected to only rake in between $15 to $17 million at the box office. It exceeded expectations in its debut, making $23.1 million. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania held on to first place with $32.2 million. But it had a 70% drop from its opening weekend box office of $104 million. Multiple movie industry watchers are calling it the second biggest weekend decline for a Marvel movie. Guess who escaped again? Ben the Bear. Last week, we shared the story of how Ben, a 4-year-old Andean bear at the St. Louis Zoo, had managed to escape from his enclosure twice, despite zoo staff installing reinforced steel clips. They even worked with a bear advisory group to prevent Ben from escaping. It didn't work. Last week we said Ben was probably already plotting another escape, and he was. Zoo officials say he escaped a third time. And they posted these images of Ben just walking around the zoo for about an hour. Ben is clearly smarter than your average bear. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on television on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon. Oh, I want to show you something. Hey, come here. Sign1News anchor Jaydeep Gore. Love you. Have a great day. Take care of yourself.